What's up, Dragon Brood? We're actually recording at a normal time today, so that's actually very good. But today we decided to take a look at Gruul Aggro. And the reason was, when I thought about it, I'd done Gruul Aggro for Alchemy, but I hadn't actually done it for regular standard this season. And I kind of wanted to take a look and see how I would play it differently based on the decks that you expect to see. Because though our Alchemy version was very easy to play in standard, I think you just only had to switch like 4 or 5 cards from that version. Some of the choices you make are based on the metagame. So we did take a different approach, and I think we came to a pretty good solid deck that actually could get you a lot of wins. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's go take a look at this updated Gruul Aggro list. Now, as always, you know I gotta ask, please, if you're gonna get some supplies for all your stuff, your cards, your collectibles, check out Ultra Pro over at shop.ultrapro.com because they are big supporters of me and my content, and they help me keep doing what I'm doing, as well as sponsoring other quality Magic content creators. All right, so one of the biggest things we're trying to solve here is you've almost come to the point in the format where it's mostly mono white aggro and a bunch of control decks, or control-y variants, you know, Orzhov Midrange, that sort of thing. And we were trying to solve for how do we still battle the mono white aggro decks, but not necessarily get blown out by board sweepers and stuff, you know, the Doom Scars, the Meat Hook Massacres, Blood on the Snow, whatever, right? There's a kind of a fine line, because I believe all of these heavy sweeper removal decks exist because of all the mono white aggro decks. So anything else you make is kind of playing in the middle, trying to attack this thing from both sides. So hopefully we get there with this. I think we will, though. All right, so everything here does have a purpose, but we are playing for Play with Fire. And this is the concession to the mono white decks, also against the life gain decks, right? Because you can shoot the 2 toughness things before they get their extra counter on them. So this is actually really important. The other thing here, too, is it does let you maybe, you know, your opponent makes a block with the 1/4 that gives you the treasure and draws cards, wherever that guy is, right? Like, this lets you maybe pick that off because it has a higher toughness. There's a few different things that you can do with this, but I don't even mind it because it does go upstairs, and sometimes you get your opponent down to 1 to 3 life, and a Play with Fire is actually very good. Jaspera Sentinel, this is an interesting one because I don't necessarily think it's a super requirement in this deck, but it is very helpful. It does a few things to help our mana, but also it does occasionally just block a flyer. Like, there's been more than once where we've either won a game or survived a couple turns because we had Jaspera Sentinels with reach. Now, Snakeskin Veil. I started out playing 3 of this, and I decided I'm just going to go to 4 because it's good in several cases, right? It's good against mono green, so you can actually block their fight spells. It's good against the control decks for obvious reasons, because they're trying to kill all your things. And it's really good against mono white aggro, so they can't actually exile your creatures with like Brutal Cathars and Apparitions. And it's a combat trick, so sometimes you just use it because your opponent thinks they're getting a good block in, and you pump your creature, and now you've got the advantage. So really like what this card's doing in the current standard environment. Now, we are only playing 3 Magda. I wanted to play a 4th, but I kind of got caught between not wanting to draw extra ones and do I like it as much if I don't have Jaspera Sentinel early. I'm not really totally sure, but there are times where we are going to be able to get enough treasure to go get a dragon, right? We're going to be able to use it with a Eska's Chariot, right? There's a bunch of things we can do with this, and I still wanted that option. So we're playing 3 instead of 4. We're playing 2 Thundering Rebuke because honestly, I just couldn't make up my mind on what other removal spell I wanted, but I knew I wanted another one, and I didn't necessarily want to play Snowlands. The reason, because honestly, I think there is a version of this you can play with Snowlands and play Blizzard Brawls if you want, but my concern was that I didn't want to get caught under a Redain, because we are starting to see a fair amount of Redains in some of these mono white decks, which kind of makes sense, because if you think there's a fair amount of decks playing Blood on the Snow and whatever, well, it makes sense to play Redain, because you slow all their lands coming into play, and you make their spells cost more, right? So I get why people are playing it. So we don't want to be a victim to that, so I decided to go with Thundering Rebuke. Downside is, this does not a whole lot against the non-creature decks, but it's 2 cards. We can live with that. Now we have Ranger class for 4. I think you've seen this in enough decks that we all kind of know what this does. We actually like all parts of this for this deck, so that's good. And then I decided to play 4 Reckless Stormseeker because I wanted to maximize our haste options, and we didn't have much in the 3 mana spot. Not that you necessarily have to, because there's a lot of times you're going to like play a 2 mana thing and try to protect it with the Snakeskin Veil. That is a pretty normal sequence. But I wanted to have those options, and I do like what Stormseeker does with things like Chariot and whatever as well. So we have Eska's Chariot, like we just mentioned, works well with a couple of cards in the deck, and the card's just ridiculous, so of course we're going to play it. 2 Uvenwald Oddities. I do like the fact that we can generate enough mana that we could potentially flip this, because I have done that more than once. But even just as itself, it's a 4/4 for 4 with haste and trample. And the trample's big, especially when you're going up against something like, say, Lolth, because they can make the 2/2/1s, you attack into Lolth, they can block and trade all their creatures, but you still get to kill that off, and that's actually pretty big. But another haste creature, post Sweeper, super fantastic. We also like Alana and Elena. This card is also very good in this deck. It works well with Ranger class because it gets his power bigger and gets to put more counters on things. It works with Reckless Stormseeker because you get to pump the power of this, and then that also lets you put more counters. So everything about this is good. And also having First Strike and Reach, that helps you so much against the white aggro decks. Because again, you know, they have stuff like Elite Spellbinder, they've got Redains, whatever, you could block those all day. It lets you go toe-to-toe and fight a bunch of things because you have First Strike. So this card is doing a lot for 4 mana. Enough that genuinely I considered playing a third, but I couldn't find room for it, being real with you. Then of course, Goldspan Dragon, we all know what Goldspan Dragon is and does, and the card's fantastic. As for our mana package, we're playing 2 Shatterskull Smashing, mostly because I wanted a third, but again, I was skimping, so we could cut 1 and we're just playing 2, but there will be times we get to use this to remove creatures, and that's fine, because we don't need that much mana to operate in here. We're playing 1 Den of the Bugbear, 3 Mountains, 6 Forest, 2 Lair of the Hydra, 4 Cragcrown Pathway, 4 Rockfall Vale, and 1 Field of Ruin. Now, I will say, there are some situations where you could consider playing a second Den of the Bugbear and 1 less Lair of the Hydra. I don't know if that's necessarily the way I want to go, because I felt like when we looked at things and we had almost equal numbers of red and green spells, it was kind of hard to decide which way to go. But I did feel like maybe it's possible. So if you have one over the other, feel free to play an extra Den of the Bugbear over a Lair of the Hydra. I don't think it will affect things very much, but something to consider. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to go with this as is. We'll talk about any updates you want to make to the deck at the end of the video, like always. So if you want to check that out, be sure to get to the end or skip to the end. And then we'll have a card spotlight for you, as usual. Let's go have some fun. This is a tough one. We're going to keep it, but I don't feel good about it. I feel like we're probably just playing the Rockfall Vale tapped. Try to play Jaspera Sentinel and a Play with Fire next turn if the Play with Fire is relevant. And then we just figure it out from there, I guess. Alright, we're just going to pass. As much as I want to kill the Raptor, it's possible we need to kill like a Luminarch Aspirant or something here. Something more threatening. Or that. That's much more annoying. Alright, let's kill it. Ooh, that ain't bad. But... let's go ahead and play this. And give this haste. And we will attack with this. And that's it. No point in even attacking with Despair Sentinel. Plus, Sentinel can block a Raptor if, as long as it's not a 2-power. Not to say it won't become a 2-power. Now, we will be faced with a little bit of a decision next turn. And if we want to play Chariot or not. Because that's a real thing. So we can't really kill that. I mean, we could. It just costs us extra. Alright, well, we get to attack with Big Chariot. With the bonus there, so let's do it. Give it to that. Let that get in there. Copy a cat. And we've kind of got everything going our way right now. Yeah, the opponent's kind of in a bad spot. They did miss a land last turn, but yeah. Ooh, alright. You know what? I'll keep this. This is not one I would generally say to keep because you're not really doing a lot with this hand. But if we're playing against a creature deck, this is not the worst thing. Because we kill their first... Okay, well, that's probably not a good sign for us right out of the gate. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Because, I mean, any of their 1-mana things they play here are bad for our Magda, and there's nothing we can really do about it. Oh, Valky. Well, guess what, Valky? I got nothing you even want. How you like that? So, this is a little bit weird, too, because... Now, we don't really know what the opponent wants to do here. Attacking with Magda just to play the Chariot might be okay. I mean, next turn we get free gold to play the Chariot and protect something, but now the opponent knows the Chariot's in our hand. They could come gunning for it. So, I don't want to take that chance. And I'm just going to let the opponent block. Actually, yeah, I'm going to. I'm just going to play the Chariot here. I think that's our best bet. If they have something like Vanishing Verse or whatever, so be it. I mean, our hope will be they don't use it until next turn, because they didn't see our Snakeskin Veil, and then we can still protect our Chariot. But who knows? They might just do it now. I don't know. Alright. So it looks like they're probably saving for Vanishing Verse. No, they're going with the Duress. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay. I mean, not much you can do about it when that happens. You gotta just ride with it. Ooh, I don't have a second green, or it'd be worth playing this to pump the Chariot too, but... Alright. And I'm actually not going to play the Ranger class here, because if they do have, like, Meat Hook for 2, that's going to be super bad for us. Oh, their land came into play tapped. I guess we could have got away with something. Didn't know that was an option. Alright, let's kill this. No blocking our Chariot. That'll work as well. We'll take that. Activate Chariot. Activate Den of the Bugbear. And get in there for lots many. Alright, so now if they do sweep the board, they will gain a little bit of life, but we do get to attack with the land, and we do have access to play with fire. We also have a Ranger class. Alright, that gets it done. Alright, let's do it. I have a feeling this may not be very useful. If it is, I'm just going to hate myself later. Sadly, I think we have to play the Magda here, because if they do have a Fading... Well, I was going to say if they had a Fading Hope, but maybe they don't. Actually, let's go with this anyway. We get to generate treasure, unless they want to Fading Hope or Divide by 0 or some such, and that's all fine and good. Alright, Divide by 0 it is. We don't really hate that outcome. While it is annoying, it's mostly fine. So next turn we can Ranger class, level up Ranger class, attack, try to put the counters on the Magda, and then see what we can do with dragons after that. Don't know if it's going to equate to much, but we can hope. Alright, that's a good use of a Cinderclasm for them. let's go ahead and play this. We'll go ahead and level the Ranger class. Now the plus side here is we are holding all our dragons. The downside is we're holding all our dragons. So we're not going to get to double spell at all. We will just be playing dragons and doing single dragon things. Which I guess single dragon things include going to clubs and drinking Fireball. How you like that? God, that joke was terrible. I apologize. Alright. This probably gets countered, but whatevs. What are we going to do about it? Nope, it does not. Alright, going to target our things or double Cinderclasm. We can't double Cinderclasm. Oh, double Fading. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Alright, this doesn't really change much. We're going to go ahead and play this. Alright, we did make them waste that, but they are still at 22 life, right? So opponents played very well here, conserving all their life. We're going to assume that's an Epiphany at this point. So they're getting all their mana right. Ooh, that is a good one to have here, actually. That is real nice. Alright, coming in. Put the counter on, I guess, the dragon, mostly because if they do have something like burn down the house, we'll be able to protect it, keep it alive. So, sure. Because they could go red land, burn down the house here. Not likely, but they could. Alright, let's hope they don't have anything. Do ya? They don't. Alright. Alright, it worked. It worked, team. Ooh. Ooh. How much damage can we do here? We could do 10, 11, 12 if we played this and leveled. Ooh, that doesn't kill the opponent, but it's damn close. Unfortunately, they're going to get at least one Epiphany off. Maybe two. We don't have a creature land to supplement this. Oh, wait. We can go... Can we go double dragon and win? We do. We can. That's 10. That's 14. Oh, we'll be one short. We can do 15. Oh, that sucks. Is that literally all we can do? 10 and 4 is 14 and 1 is 15. Yep. Damn. Damn. So close. I feel like we should still try, though, because then it puts them in range of us hitting, like, a play with fire. And I guess that's fine. Okay. This is all we can do. We were holding all the dragons. You know. We know there's at least one Epiphany coming. Probably two. Oh, they had another one to copy. Alright, so there's going to be a pile of Epiphanies. Alright. Fair enough. We knew the possibilities. Yep. Here comes another one getting copied. Nope. Just targeting our duders. Alright, fair enough. I guess I should have split my counters. That would have been smart, actually. Being punished, rightfully so. Not a big deal, though. We're just going to top deck an actual burn down, or play with fire off the top. That's all we got to do, right? Play with fire gets us home. That's all we got to worry about. Uh-oh. Oh, because you have another Epiphany, of course. Why wouldn't you? Great. Probably a Demon Bolt. But they could just double bolt our dragon if they're going to do that. They didn't... Yeah, that's weird. If it was a Demon Bolt, they could have killed our dragon and left us with no outs. Well, top decking one of our outs. That's not it. Alright. Only thing we could get here... Actually, no, that doesn't even do it. I don't think we have anything here that gets us out of trouble. Maybe Halana and Elena? Oh, it's a divide by 0. Yeah, sure. Same thing. Ooh. This, I don't think we could go first with this. We're going to have to mulligan. Alright. This kind of, sort of does something. This at least gives us... Ooh, actually... I'm going to get rid of this dragon and hope I don't hate myself later. But the possibility of getting to stick the Halana-Elena situation with Magdas and whatnot is too good to pass up, I think. Still, well, now we definitely need to draw land. That's not going to do us any favors. What's the best thing that can happen for us here? I guess we have to do this. And really hope to draw land. It's kind of where we're at. So we can get this chariot. Oh, no, that won't even do it. We need to. So we have to Lana, and then get a chariot down? Ugh. Not good. Not good. Redain. That's super annoying. That is annoying of the highest caliber. Alright, well, we missed a land, so that doesn't help our case at all. So, do we put the bonus on the dog, or do we keep attacking with that? Because if we didn't, that just runs into Redain, maybe. Alright, let's attack with the wolf. Oh yeah, missing lands here I think is what's going to be the death of us, really. Alright, we need an untapped land here. Finally got it. Let's go with... Yeah. Huh. I kind of want to go get this Magda into the fight so we could get treasure, but I'm going to do this. Put the counters here. Get in here, get in here. If they trade, we get to kill a Redain, but they're probably just going to keep Redain. We get the first strike, though, so sure. Hold on, Elena's so good, huh? Let's kill this. Actually, no. Let's make sure we kill these two, because that's a bigger problem. And then, yeah, that does what we want. Sure. I guess it doesn't even matter, because we won't kill Kalain, so let's just put an extra point here. I'm good with that. And then we don't even lose our Halana and Elena. Oh, actually we do, because he took first strike damage just from, what's her name? Thalia. Okay, where are we at now? Alright, we still don't have 6 mana. So, that's a bigger problem. So we're just going to go ahead and level this. And then, give a bonus over here. And then I think we're just going to attack. Alright. I am okay with that. Sure. My opponent's at 4. We have a big trampler. Ooh, Legion Angel. That's not cool. Though, as long as the opponent doesn't do anything else, we at least get Chariot with Trample, so that's fine, I think. And if we get an untapped land, that's a bonus, and then we can still use our Snakeskin Veil. So, though I played this game very sloppily, it may not ultimately matter. Okay, well, if we just +2 to this is 8, 9, and then shoot the opponent, I guess that qualifies. Not the way I planned to do it, but if it gets us there, it gets us there. Yeah, alright. We go first, and we will definitely keep this one. Don't necessarily want 2 dragons in the opener, but we will take it. Oh, boo. This is getting bounced. Oh, it didn't. Rare occasion where the opponent did not have Fading Hope in the opener. That was a nice little gift. As much as we're setting ourselves up for this to just get countered, I think I'm okay with it. Because we're eventually going to try to sneak these through. Something's got to give. Yep. Disruption makes sense. Now we're trying to dodge... Oh, I was going to say, we were trying to dodge Divide by zeros, but maybe we're not. Taxis for 2. Alright, hopefully you can't copy a Cinderclasm or anything here. Well, now they can copy a Cinderclasm. The thing we didn't want them to do, they now definitely have access to. Alright, let's test the opponent. Let's see what we got here. I am going to split this damage. So we're going to use just one creature to do it. So if they've got bounce spells or other things, we're just going to get in the max we can here. Uh-oh. You know what that means? They're going to go digging for a burn down the house. Oh, maybe not. Nah, they probably still will. Because I would. Especially with the opponent being at 6 here. Oh, they have a dragon. That leads to an Epiphany. Alright, cool. They get to Epiphany here. Right? Because you want your blockers and get an extra turn. Makes sense. I guess in hindsight, the problem is by using the 2 cats to attack instead of the dragon, I actually missed out on a treasure that's actually going to matter here. Because if I would have had the treasure, being able to pump or level up a ranger class actually does matter on this turn with the opponent being so low. So that is a problem. We know the opponent now has a Fading Hope they need to use. But that also taps down one of their blue mana. They don't care. They're attacking, getting 4 damage in and getting a treasure. Which leaves them 6 mana. Now this is peculiar because I guess if they're going to copy a Fading Hope, that would be a thing. I guess they could have Divide by 0 and a Fading Hope here. Okay, nope, they're just going to double copy Fading Hopes. I think is their plan. Nope, they're going to double Iteration. I'm not sure I understand this plan. I mean, I guess it's fine. You get to bounce something there, so sure. Oh, that was Galvanic Iteration, not the other. Never mind. I was thinking it was the other thing. All right. So now we're looking for play with fire, I guess, is the correct answer here. Oh, another dragon. Is another dragon enough of an answer? Because if we a dragon, double attack. That gets us 2 treasures. That's 4 mana. Yeah, see, not making that treasure actually is going to be potentially what cost us here. We could... We could also activate this for 3. Then Chariot doesn't do anything there. If we dragon, attack with 1 dragon and a 2/2, we end up with 1 treasure. Could play the other ranger class. It doesn't really do much. I'm just trying to think what makes the most sense here. Because like we could also just activate this for 2. Then Chariot, they block, attack. Yeah, alright. Yeah, getting 2... I outsmarted myself on that last turn. What do I want to do here? Alright. I guess we attack with these. They're going to save 1? Go to 4. Alright, interesting. Guess they figure they can just block more damage on the next turn since they're staying at a pile of dragons. I just left a dragon back here to attempt to be able to block a dragon, but that's not going to guarantee us anything. We are at 12, so it's mostly okay right now. They also don't know that we have another dragon in hand. They don't know we have another ranger class. So these are all relevant things at this stage. Alright, I think this is where we attempt to block. Not sure if the opponent thought we were going to block or whatever, but here it is. Unfortunately, I don't have a Snakeskin Veil or anything in hand, which is great in this matchup. Honestly, Snakeskin Veils are very good. Let you dodge all those Fading Hopes and Divide by Zeros. Oh, looks like they're wanting to copy a thing. Oh, nope, they're going to shoot and kill a thing. Alright, that makes sense. And then you still get access to... Oh, they don't, because they killed an artifact, so they don't get a treasure. Alright, opponent, you were at 4. How do we wish to deal with things from here? Ooh. Again, some combination of not having that other treasure. Oh, I accidentally clicked. No! Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. I totally did not intend to do that. Oh, that's so bad. That's a big mistake. That was a total misclick. Alright, well. And we'll just level one of these. And end the turn. Mostly because now we have the ability to play both of these next turn if we like. If something were to happen here, our board gets swept or whatever. So a bunch of haste creatures may still come through here for us. Leer, annoying, because they have still at least one Fading Hope, yep. Alright, but I think we're okay. One Fading Hope I don't think is gonna make or break things here. Oh, with that, it definitely won't. Okay, we're gonna play this. Lots of hasty boys. I mean, that's the one benefit we have in this matchup, is having a bunch of haste things, so just for situations like this. But our hand is all haste creatures right now. I mean, if they counter it, we pay for it. And then they can't do anything else. Alright. Then I guess we go for this too. Because again, feel free to counter it. That's going to use your mana. Alright, we're attacking then. Counter. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, we are keeping this one. Alright. Against a blue-black deck. These are usually not going to go the way we want. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass. Mostly because then we can try to play Magda next turn and protect the Magda. I don't know that we're going to get to, but maybe. Because a lot of times they won't counter it, thinking like, oh, I can just remove it. Like that, for example. Now they can still kill it and just use a second removal on it, but that actually benefits us. Exactly. So we don't mind that. Alright. Opponent probably has some amount of sweepers, so let's find out what they are. Path of Peril. Alright, that's one. Let's drop this other one out there. See how many removal cards you're packing. I'm game to find out. No more Grasp, though. We know that much. Could be another Path of Peril, though. Blood Vial Purveyor. Well, that's not awesome, is it? Thinking if I just want to attempt to double removal on that thing. But like I could play one of these, turn this into a 5, and then shoot it. I think that's getting too creative. Alright, and we get some blood tokens. Nice. Good exchange. Cool. Go get it. Now if we draw a land, we could still play Reckless Stormseeker and a Ranger class. And we'd be able to copy a Wolf, still get our attack in. So that could be pretty sweet. Opponent's at 8 now. I feel kind of good about this. Give this haste, probably. I could play this. Are we still punching through regardless? If we tap this and this, block that, and take 2, 4, 6, 7. Dang it, that is not it. So actually what we need to do is play this, I think. And give this haste. So they block this. 2, 4. Nope, still not taking enough. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you would take 8. Alright. So yeah, we want to do it like that. And then we'll give the attack bonus here. And then we'll attack. Copy this. And if they have removal, they have removal. Nope. Cool. Exaxes. Ooh, boy. Yeah, let's keep it. We have to draw something good off the top, but let's keep for sports. Okay, that's actually not terrible. We might also get lucky in the sense that we could play Magda. They might try to fight Magda, and then we could Snakeskin Veil, which would be super awesome. so we'll just pass. Though we're probably going to need a removal for the troll. But we'll see. Alright. Yep, opponent's going to go big here. Oh, Gnarled Professor. They're really going for it. Alright. Well, fortunately, they're still not going to have anything in the air, so it looks like it's going to be dragon time for us. And it's dragon time with a backup Snakeskin Veil, which is super nice. And then a follow-up Halana and Elena, which is also very good. So far, so good. I guess we'll get red. And get some dragon action. And we're going to pressure as much as we can here. Alright. Man, if we can get another hasty creature to follow up and Halana and Elena next turn, oh, that could be really good. See, we knew this was coming. It's just a matter if they have two of them or not. But they won't get to use the other one since it's sorcery speed. So we'll get one turn of reprieve from it. Unless, of course, they have Inscription of Abundance. Okay, it's a wolf. Fair. Alright, they're getting in for 8. That's a real number. That puts us in danger range of dying next turn. Okay. Actually, we would be able to sack treasure to get another dragon. So that is a thing. So what if we Halana and Elena and put the counters on Magda to force a block from the opponent? Is that terrible? I don't think so. And then we attack with these? I mean, because if they just go for the wolf, I mean, I guess that's fine. We have another Magda. Alright, they took all the damage. Alright, I guess now if we just protect Halana and Elena somehow, we'll be okay. Or if they don't come through for lethal, we can block in a way that makes sense, and then just get another dragon, and that works too. But we are only at 12, and the opponent does have a fair amount of damage over there if they have a Blizzard Brawl. So we have to think about all of these things. Okay. That Blizzard Brawl, while annoying, I don't think really changes a whole lot. So that's fine. Mostly because we can just go get another dragon. Oh, they have another one? Oh, if they have another for Alana and Elena, that is a little bit of a problem. Okay, Mammoth, not so bad. Actually, that is not quite lethal. Now it's lethal. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think we can lose there. Just kind of double check. Maybe I just throw this Jaspera Sentinel in front just because. Like, let's just be on the safe side. Why not? Actually, you know what? You already tapped all your mana. We can block like this anyway. We have First Strike from Halana and Elena. Alright. Go get a dragon. Guess I could have got Chariot too. That's almost as good. But either way, put our tokens. And that should do it. Alright. Keep this, I guess. Let's see what we're up against. Boo to those. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna pass. Sadly, you kind of have to play where you can protect your creatures against these black heavy decks, so is what it is. The best thing I'm kind of hoping for here is that they'll try to sacrifice their Ghast and put the -1 on Magda, so they don't actually get bonus treasure. Alright, well, we'll do what we can here. Alright, merchants. Makes sense. Oh, well, you're late to the party, friend. We'll just pass. I was kind of hoping they would try to play Loth or something there while we still had Shatter Skull Smashing. Would have been great. No such luck, though. Alright, let's see if they want to kill our Chariot. They might want to. And if they do, they do. We'll live with the consequences. It means they're blowing up their treasure, which I don't really hate. Nope. They did not do such things. Okay. Well, where does that leave us? We activate Chariot. We attack. Opponent at least double blocks, triple blocks, I guess. And then is able to kill the Chariots. We could split damage and kill 2 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess we could kill an additional thing. Don't know if that's the best use of our mana, though. The other thing, though, is that we could play Uvenwald Oddity and then be able to flip it potentially next turn. But don't necessarily want to do that if they're just going to end up playing Blood on the Snow and not really benefit from it. So I guess this is the way we're going, sadly. Actually, you know what? Let's just play this. And that way we can still attack with 2 cats. Because I don't really want to attack with Magda here. Doesn't do us enough good. And I'm just going to sit on this Uvenwald Oddity probably for a little bit. Alright, so they did do what we thought they were going to do. So then let's deal 4 to one of those. I mean, seems to work for me. End the turn. I mean, you can sacrifice your gas, and that'd be your way to kill the Chariot. Alright, so they will still have 5 mana. But, oh no, because he had to get the -1. So actually only 4 mana here. Oh, I was thinking it was going to be Meat Hook for 2, which could have been a little rough. Could have been a little rough. 1, 2. How much mana can we make here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite the 10 and 11 that we want. So the other trade-off is we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could kill both of those. Because if you do 6 or more, you get to double it. So let's do that. That seems like a good plan. I like that. And then you kind of force the opponent's hand next turn. I could live with that. So let's make it 6. And we'll target here and here. And yeah. Auto pay with the treasures. Sounds good. They can sack one of them. Oh, they didn't even want to sack one of them. Oh boy. Oh, they might have just quick clicked accepting the games. Alright, so... Alright, there's Lolth, but I don't think Lolth does it here. Especially since we're holding Uvenwald oddity.
In exchange for loyalty.
We attack. Yep. That's gonna do it by a lot. Love that. This is an uncomfortable keep, so I'm gonna keep it. Because we gotta do that. See, I gotta test those things. Against blue-white, this was a bad idea. Wanted to test some theories. This was not the way to go about it. Oh, it's against those duders. Okay. Well, I was going to waste the play with fire, but the problem is, if the opponent ends up doing what we think they're going to do, whenever they go to equip thing, or I guess enchant things with the auras, like, it makes sense for us to try to kill stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're going to draw a card, you're going to attack, you're going to gain life, then let that die, and I guess try to put that on something next turn? Though you won't have the mana. So we do get a clean shot with Reckless Stormseeker, at least for a turn. Alright. Now, they could one mana thing. Okay, it was just a borrowed time. That's fine. We are okay with that. I guess this goes on red. One thing I'm trying to decide here is if I want to play this or this, because this is more damage. And the opponent didn't play anything else, so now I got to try to suss out what's in their hand or whatever through all this. But I think this is what we're going to do. Mostly because it's just more damage. And if we draw a land, we get to play Dragon. If we don't, then we get to play Helana and Lena, pump the Uvenwald oddity, and keep pushing. So let's see what's going on here. They could have another borrowed time. So I don't want to say it's anywhere close to over, because with no land, our hand is not great right now. Oh, do they have another one? Dorathia's Retribution. What even is that? Whenever... Oh, so they put it on my creature? I don't even... What? Is that just their way of scooping? Do I actually just play this so I can leave Snakeskin Veil open? What's happening? I guess their hand's just bad. That's the only thing I can think of here. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think, unless they don't understand how their own cards work. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Well, it's good. I mean, I really do think this. I think, don't be wrong, I'm a big fan of this type of deck or the style of deck anyway. But I feel like the updates we made really do fit what the format needs. And we weren't really out of any of the games. I mean, there was one or two maybe where we got weird kind of awkward starts. But our late game cards are very good. We have just enough removal to stay in combat and do some interesting tricks. You know, you have Snakeskin Veils to protect your creatures. You can have counters on things to make them hard to die to Meat Hook Massacres. So yeah, we were kind of checking a lot of boxes. I really like the way this played out. And I don't know, other than like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, possibly the creature lands, you know, making that little flip-flop. I don't know if there's really much I would change. It actually played very well. I wasn't really wanting for much. So yeah, didn't run into mana issues that often or anything. So I'm on board with this. If you like Gruul, go for it. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Bloodbraid Elf. This card was good when it came out, still good today. Still gets played in Modern. Occasionally I'll see it in some kitchen table games or some, off format occasionally in Commander. But really, it's a modern card, and it's actually not that expensive. Though, surprisingly, considering it's been reprinted, I think, 4 times? Maybe more than that. But it's still only about 2 to 250, so this card's great. 4 mana, 3/2, haste, cascade. Means you're going to get 2 spells for your 4 mana. And then if you have other stuff that has haste or comes into play and kills things or whatever, you're getting a lot of value for that 4 mana. This card is very, very good. Will not be surprised if this is just one of those cards that perpetually just gets played until the end of time. Now, don't forget, if you want today's deck list, you will be able to get it down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So if you want to come by any of those, chit chat, participate live in any stuff we do, you are always welcome. And if you would like to support me directly, please consider hitting that join button. And for 99 cents, you could be supporting the channel and get to have some input on what goes on around here. And, if you get one of the higher levels, you can also get some exclusive videos and maybe even get your decks featured here as well. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.